Boy, are you guys in for a treat today. Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So today I'm going to show you how to get the best cup of coffee from a tree. And I'm not kidding here. I'm not, this is not clickbait. You're actually going to get coffee from this tree. The best cup of coffee you've ever had from a tree. Now, what we have here is a red maple. Okay, it's different than a sugar maple. It does not produce as much sugar as a sugar maple. A lot of you might be familiar with sugar maples. That's where we get the majority of our maple syrup from sugar maple trees that we have here in this country. Mostly, up north in the northern part of the United States. But down here, we don't have a lot of sugar maples. There are some, but mostly we have silver and red maples. So this red maple does produce sap. I have produced syrup from trees like this that we have around our homestead. We have some pretty big ones, but it takes an awful lot of work. And so today we grow sorghum because sorghum produces much more syrup than these trees do. I think for every tree, for a sugar maple, you have to get 40 gallons of sap to produce 1 gallon of syrup. Whereas sorghum, you only need to produce basically 7 gallons of the syrup to get the 1 gallon of molasses. So it's a much higher sugar content, much easier to produce. One thing these things do, however, produce is outstanding coffee. So let's get into that. So a number of years ago when we were producing our own maple syrup from these trees and other trees like it, I was reading online and someone suggested on making the best cup of coffee by using the water, the tree sap that you get from these trees when you harvest for the syrup to make a cup of coffee with it. Like you would do with normal water, put water inside of your coffee maker, boil it, and then, make your coffee. But instead use the water sap that you get from these trees. And I tried it. We tried it. It was amazing. So today we're going to do that. I'm going to show you how exactly we do that. We're going to drill and tap the tree. We're going to get water from it. You have to wait really until the temperatures are just right because we're down south. People up north have a better idea of when their sap is running. It's going to be hit and miss where we're at. We're down in the technical south of the United States. So you just kind of have to go on the numbers and hope for the best. Now the experts suggest that when you drill and tap your trees, you want to do it during temperatures where it's freezing at night or just around freezing at night, and then like 50s, upper 40s during the day. And so that's what we have right now. It's actually a t-shirt day. It feels really nice out here. It's like in the upper 50s. And tonight it's going to be in the freezing temperature. And then tomorrow it's going to be around upper 40s, 48, 49. Then again down in the freezing below, that next night. So what that does, it drives the sap down. It drives the sap up the tree. And that's when you're going to be able to harvest it. So let's go ahead and show you how I'm going to drill and tap these trees. I've actually drilled this tree before. It was a number of years ago. I haven't done it recently. And I did it just for this purpose, for coffee. And so we're going to drill and tap it here on the south side of the tree where it gets that sun. And that's where the sap is mostly going to run, on the south side. And so I'll show you that now. So here we have our hose, and I've went ahead and measured where I want this to be so that I have a container down at the bottom of the tree to place our tree sap water in. And so I picked a spot right about here, and I've already marked it. And I'm going to go ahead and drill this. Now this does not hurt the tree. What I want to do is try to drill at a slightly upward motion. Upward angle, and so that's going to allow that sap to flow freely down the hose, and also you're hitting more of that part of the tree where the sap flows by going at this angle. So I'm going to go ahead and I can tell it's wet already. So this is going to stop. This is going to start. In fact, it's already dripping, so I can see this coming down now. It's perfect. Can you see that coming out of there? Okay, so just off camera, I took the end of the hose, and put it to my tongue. It's just a tinge of sweetness. You can already taste it coming out. Now, most of the water, the sap comes out of here. It's about, I think, from what I've read, 2 to 3% sugar content. So it's not a lot. Again, that's why you need so many gallons of tree sap to produce 1 gallon of syrup. It's just hard to be economical unless you live up somewhere where you have just tons of sugar maples. And again, this isn't a sugar maple, but it still produces a slightly taste water sap, a slightly sweet water sap. So this is already dripping. We're going to see how this does over the next few days. There's already probably a teaspoon or tablespoon inside the bottom of this container. And this is just a cleaned out juice container. and we'll see what it looks like in the morning, and we'll make our cup of coffee.
It's 6:35 in the morning. I'm going to go outside, check the tree, and see what we have for sap. You can see there's still some snow on the ground. Let's head out to the tree here. Well, we got about another half full of container, so that's good. Let's bring this inside and combine it with the stuff that we got yesterday.
Oh. So there you go. The best cup of coffee you've ever had in your life. And it came from a tree. For those of you wondering, Zach, is this going to, because they know I do my OMAD diet, right? 1 meal a day. Is this going to ruin your OMAD for the day? Yes. Yes, it will. But so worth it. So if you have a red or silver or even sugar maple outside your door somewhere close and convenient where you can grab it in the morning and make your coffee with, highly recommend it. People have asked, what does the sap taste like just by itself? Well, let's take a taste. Smells like nothing, but it tastes great. It tastes just like water with just a tinge of sweetness added to it. Maybe a little bit of a nutty flavor. Sweet nuttiness is basically the best way I can describe that. But perfect for making your coffee in the morning. All right, guys, listen. Thanks for tuning in. If you have ever tapped a maple tree for coffee, please leave a comment below and let me know. If you want to tap a maple tree for coffee, please leave a comment and let me know. See, what I'm trying to do is get you to leave a comment, because that's how YouTube knows that people interact with my channel and that people actually watch and like our channel. And don't go before you hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Also, our Teespring merchandise is available at the links below, also in the description below. Every purchase you make from teespring.com goes to help the homestead. All right, guys. Have a good one. Hey, guys. I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In February of 2019, my wife was diagnosed with cancer and soon after began undergoing both alternative and traditional treatments. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.